I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you test questions on Introduction of Calculus. So in this test paper, you'll definitely get questions on limits. And some of the easiest ones among the limit will be to find the limit using substitution, right? Direct substitution. So these are those examples. So direct substitution may work here, right? So you need to test it out. So that is what it is. So I've taken up 5 different examples just to give you the variety which you might expect in the test paper. You can pause the video, copy these questions, and then look into my suggestion. The first one is limit of 2x where x approaches pi. Second one is limit of x when x approaches 2. Third one is limit of 2 over 3 to the power of x when x approaches infinity, positive infinity. Then we have limit of x over x plus 1 when x approaches minus 1. And the last one here is limit when x approaches 2 for 3x minus 2 to the power of x minus 1 divided by x squared plus cube root of minus 4x. So you can solve these questions and then look into my suggestion. Now let's begin from the very first one. So limit of 2x where x approaches pi. Pi is a number, right? So it is a constant times x. So applying the rules at times, you can write this as 2 times limit of x when x approaches pi. Is that okay? So that will be pi, correct? Limit of x. So we get answer as 2 pi. So the first equation, limit is 2 pi. The second one is a constant. Pi is a number which is constant. So limit at any number will be the constant pi itself. So that is kind of interesting. So these are based on your basic limits. Now the third one here is limit of the function 2 over 3 to the power of x when x approaches infinity. Now 2 over 3 is less than 1, right? So this function is kind of a decaying function which is kind of going like this. So here this function will approach 0. So we can say the limiting value is 0 for this particular function, right? That also says whenever we're talking about infinity, we're talking about a horizontal asymptote. So for this particular function, horizontal asymptote is y equals to 0. The next one here is limit of this function. We can substitute minus 1 here. So we get minus 1 over minus 1 plus 1. And that gives us equal to minus 1 over 0. Now that is undefined, and therefore the limit of this function is undefined. Now it is not 0 over 0, right? It's minus 1 over 0, and that is undefined. This has a vertical asymptote. See, that one has a horizontal asymptote, right? Y equals to 0. Here we have a vertical asymptote at x equals to minus 1. So there is a infinite discontinuity here, and therefore this limit does not exist. Okay. Now the last one here is limit of 3x minus 2 to the power of x minus 1 divided by x squared plus cube root of all this. So let's write 2 for the numbers. So we'll get 3 times 2 minus 2 to the power of 2 minus 1 over 2 squared plus cube root of minus 4 times 2, right? So let's solve this. 3 times 2 is 6 minus 2 minus 1 is 1, so you get 2. Divided by 2 square is 4 plus this is minus 8. So cube root of minus 8, correct? So that one is 4, 6 minus 2 divided by 4. Cube root of minus 8 is minus 2. So we get here minus 2. So the question is 4 over 4 minus 2 is 2, right? So that is 2. So the limit of this function is 2. So that is how you can get solution of these questions by direct substitution. Move on to the next set. So we have 3-4 levels of limit questions involved in this particular test series. Do them all, and they are in increasing difficulty level. Thank you and all the best.